BSTN.
Welcome to this special Thanksgiving edition of SAS Center. I'm your host, Barry Cran. We got some good news and some bad news today, and they're really just the same news. This will not be your normal episode structure because it's Thanksgiving, and I just demolished 3 plates. May go back for a 4th. I've got enough tryptophan and red wine in me to immobilize a small village for a week, so we'll try and wrap this thing up quickly. With no further ado, our top story today, we're thankful for you, the viewers, for friends and family, for jobs, for software, for the media team that puts this together. Yes, that's you, Grant Lorenzo.
Wow. Thanks, Rob.
Bom, obrigado, Rob. Na verdade, eu sou grato por você parar de falar pouco.
And for so much more. How much more? 14 things, which is 4 honorable mentions and a top 10 list. Yes, we rank them. Let's get into that now. The official BSTN top 10 list of things we are thankful for this Thanksgiving and 4 honorable mentions. Honorable mention 1, Supered Engineering Team. They are the wizards behind the curtains who make sure Sidekick doesn't randomly suggest we email our ex or delete the entire CRM. They're the reason this whole thing works, and also the reason we blame a bug when we forget to follow up. It's somehow weirdly, ironically fitting that they're an honorable mention and not in the top 5 or top 10 at all. Honorable mention 2, Rome. For when in-person work isn't an option, but you still want to hang out at the coffee station with colleagues and have the freedom to randomly knock on someone's door and then be ignored completely, just like you would in real life. Honorable mention 3, SurroundBound. The surround sound experience of being perpetually online, perpetually available, and perpetually top of minds for prospects, leads, and customers. Is it inbound? Is it outbound? Is it all bound? Is it an honorable mention? Yes. Number 4 honorable mention is behind the scenes editors. The unsung heroes who make me sound coherent. I can just redo this one again because it f***ed up with that. They cut out the awkward pauses and cuss words like f***, so I don't get canceled, and remove every time I say a bunch of times in a row. I'm trying to get better at that, guys, so I appreciate it. They keep also a running file of bloopers to blackmail me with. Pause for... Here we go. You guys are the real MVPs. Not the top 10 MVPs, but the honorable mention MVPs. On to the list. Number 10, strong Wi-Fi. Coming in at number 10, strong Wi-Fi, because nothing says gratitude like not having to restart a Zoom call 13 times while your prospect watches you slowly descend into madness. And nothing reveals someone's true character quite like dealing with an internet outage. We are thankful for the invisible waves of electromagnetic radiation that allow us to pretend we're productive from literally anywhere. Coffee shops, airports, that weird co-working space that smells like kombucha and broken dreams. Thanks, Wi-Fi. Without strong Wi-Fi, we'd have to, God forbid, talk to people in person more often. Can you imagine? You're the unsung hero keeping us all employed and antisocial at the same time. Number 9, furry coworkers. Yep, coming in at number 9, furry coworkers. And no, we're not talking about Zach from accounting who won't stop showing you his persona. We're talking about the actual furry coworkers, the dogs, the cats, the gerbils, even the emotional support animals that are somehow more emotionally stable than your entire sales team. These majestic creatures have mastered what we can only aspire to, showing up to meetings, contributing absolutely nothing, and still being everyone's favorite. They're on camera napping while you're crushing quota. They get treats for existing while you get a $25 gift card for hitting 150% of your target. Number 8, type A personalities. At number 8, type A personalities, these are the neurotic, unhinged maniacs who make the rest of us look lethargic and lazy by comparison. These are the people for whom perfectionism and or ADHD is a super strength. They color code their emails, alphabetize their CRM fields, have physical post-it notes reminding them about their digital post-it notes, and have 100 tabs open at all times. They respond to Slack messages in 0.4 seconds. They've already finished Q4 planning for next year. Are they exhausting? Absolutely. Do they make everyone around them better through sheer force of neurotic will? Also, yes. We're thankful for type A personalities because without them, literally nothing would get done. The rest of us would just be vibing. Number 7, even stronger caffeine. I'm not sure how much stronger it gets than caffeine, maybe just a higher dose, but this is not just coffee, not regular energy drinks. We're talking about the good stuff, the stuff that's illegal in the United States, the stuff that makes your heart rate visible from outer space. Cold brew with a Red Bull chaser, espresso with pre-workout mixed in. That sketchy gas station kangaroo coffee I get every day, and my wife and doctor continue to warn me about. Here's the thing though, sales and marketing doesn't run on motivation or training modules or quarterly planning sessions even. It runs on legally permissible stimulants. We all know that. We're thankful for caffeine because it's the only thing standing between us and realizing we've been in back-to-back calls for 6 hours and have not eaten or blinked. Shout out to caffeine. Number 6, Slack. Yeah, you thought they'd be higher. Slack is coming in at number 6, the app that somehow makes us more stressed while pretending to make us more productive. Where would we be without Slack? Actually focused? Having fewer meetings? Reading our emails? No, we need dozens of channels for a team of 5 people. We need GIF reactions to every message. We require custom emojis. We need the existential dread of seeing is typing for 45 seconds before okay comes through. Isn't that the worst? Slack has replaced email with, well, more email essentially, but it's faster and it has emojis. And for that, we're thankful because at least now when we ignore messages, we can see exactly how many people we're ignoring in real time. Efficiency.
Well, I'm thankful I don't have to listen to Rob ramble on my entire Thanksgiving. I need a break. Let's go to commercial.
BSTN.
Man, I really don't want to go to another trade show. I'm so sick of this.
Think of a place that's really perfect. Your own happy place. Go there and all your anger will just disappear.
My happy place?
Your happy place.
See you soon, Blake.
Now, how do you feel?
Better.
Number 5, the color pink. Yeah, number 5, a color made the list. The color pink. That's right. A color can make the list. Yeah, there's no rules here. That's where we're at. But here's the thing. Pink is chaos. Pink is whimsy. Pink is showing up to a corporate strategy meeting with a hot pink laptop and daring someone to say anything about it. Shout out to Lindsay Smith, by the way, the pinkest person I've ever met. Pink says, I'm professional, but I'm also not afraid to use Comic Sans in a client proposal. In a world of beige conference rooms and gray Zoom backgrounds, pink is rebellion. Pink is joy. Pink is the middle finger to corporate drabness. It's a pen. Not going to get in trouble for that. We're thankful for pink because sometimes you need a reminder that life isn't all just dashboards and KPIs. Sometimes it's just vibes. Sometimes it's pink. Number 4, Game Time Wednesdays. That's right. At number 4, whimsy. Yeah. Whimsy Wednesdays, specifically Game Time Wednesdays. Because nothing says we value work-life balance like mandatory fun during work hours. Every Wednesday, you know what we do? We stop pretending to work and start pretending to enjoy trivia about each other's favorite breakfast cereals. We play Read the Room, Wordy Waterway, Astro Ball, and Bumper Puck. We argue about what made from scratch actually means. IKEA is not made from scratch. That's if you know, you know. You know what, though? We're thankful because in a job where everything is a metric and every conversation is an update, sometimes you need that intentional shift from transaction to relational. And there's no better way to do that than by spending 30 minutes debating whether a hot dog is a sandwich with people you respect professionally. It's stupid. It's pointless. It's exactly what we need. Number 3, Sidekick being everywhere I need it. Not some bloated AI assistant that hallucinates meeting notes and suggests I email people who don't exist. Not a chatbot that tells me to circle back 50 times. No, Sidekick is just, it's just there. It's right there. It's right on screen in the tab I need with the process I'm supposed to follow. No overthinking it, no searching, no digging, not trying to delight me with features I didn't ask for. It's the Swiss Army knife of sales tools, except instead of the tiny scissors and the toothpick, it's actually useful. It actually helps us, and it helps us do our job without making us watch a 47-slide onboarding deck first. Sidekick really is pretty badass. But not as badass as number 2, process boards. Yeah, not dashboards, not reports, not vanity metrics that make your VP feel important. Process boards. The thing that tells you what to actually do instead of just telling you what you failed to do. It's the bridge between blueprint and behavior. It's the thing that turns the invisible visible. It's the process layer inside of your CRM. It's your manager's best friend and your rep's lifeline. It's how you turn your playbook into a playlist. Just hit play. You know what's better than a completion rate? A board that says, do this, then this, then this, then you're done. That's what process boards do. We're thankful for process boards because they're the difference between knowing what to do and actually doing it. And in sales, nay, in life, that's everything. And number one thing we're thankful for this giving, I did the drum roll way too early, commercials. Sponsors, the brands that currently aren't paying us to exist. Yeah, the truth's out. We are our own sponsors, Super and BSTN and Super. Yeah, that's I don't like that. You know what? How can our top 10 list end with us at the top spot? Who came up with this shit? Not on my watch, buddy. Not on my list. I'm making the executive decision to change the top spot to what it deserves to be. Partners. Because Super doesn't have a partner program. We are a partner program. And we'll never stop being thankful for Elefante RevOps, Set to Close, Elevamp, Rev Odyssey, Second Mile, Mind and Metrics, Protocol 80, Rev Partners, ThinkFuel, Bloom Transitions, Revy, HeyU, Claire. Look, I'm running out of breath and airtime here. Look, the thing is this. We want to feature your content on this show. We'll figure out a way to ask that better and more officially next week. I'm full of turkey and heavy gravy at the moment. But even 6 pounds of casserole and desserts can't stop me from being thankful for all of you. Speaking of sponsors, the rest of this entire show is just a montage of our favorite commercials of the year. It is Thanksgiving. Cheers to you. Cheers to sponsors. Cheers to partners. And cheers to the viewer watching BSTN to avoid those awkward Thanksgiving conversations. How much bourbon is in that? It's time for a nap.
Carl, I can't remember where those battle cards are.
It's in SharePoint.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Thank you. Psst, hey, Carl. What? I can't remember where the pricing calculator is.
It's in Google Drive.
Oh yeah, you're right. Psst, Carl, that new deck with our process in it, where might it be?
It's in Slack. It's pinned in the Sales Ops channel.
You're right. Eureka. Psst, Carl, sales documentation. Have you seen her?
It should be in the CRM.
I can't remember where any of this shit is, man.
It should be in the CRM. I gotta go.
And that is how Rememware, now Supered, was born. Process boards that completely negate the need for documentation, so you never have to remember it is again. Humans forget, Pepperidge Farm remembers, and Supered turns process blueprints into practical behavior. No memory needed. Super.io, formerly Rememware. The world's easiest way to get a sales rep to remember a process is by eliminating memory altogether. If destiny cold called you, would you answer me? What is a circle? It is complete. It is infinite. It is perfect. What is back? It is return. It is promise.
I don't chase deals. They orbit me.
Alignment. Synergy. Optimization. Powered by A and I. Circle Bach. The fragrance of following up. By Supered.
Hello?
Chris? Hi, it's the Adoption Centre.
Yes?
Now, I know you've been waiting a long time.
Oh, God, just
Years of evaluations and interviews.
views and meetings. It's really been
A lot. Well, I'm pleased to tell you that we found you a match.
Oh, my God. That's amazing.
Yes. It's an absolutely beautiful piece of B2B tech.
Oh,
Only 3 months old,
right.
with some potential to do some amazing things. So when shall we expect you to come by and see it?
One question.
Yes, go on.
Do we have to adopt it?
Oh. No, it's just you've been waiting such a long time.
Yeah, I mean, we really do want it. It sounds great.
Yes.
It's just a lot of work, you know?
Yes, I understand.
You know, I've got to learn how to
Use it and take care of it.
and train my partner on it.
Right, yes, it is a big commitment.
Don't get me wrong. It sounds great.
Oh yes, it's quite wonderful.
But just maybe we put it off until next year.
Right. Okay.
Cheers. Why can't they make it easier?
No, I would never take the milk, Mom. It wasn't me.
BSTN.
What is up? Chris here coming at you with one of our best promotions to date for our partners. The Partner of the Quarter competition is officially live, and there is a luxury trip on the line. You can win flights, hotels, a trophy, drinks on us, all that kind of good stuff. As you earn points for every Supered seat sold. 4 points for Pro, 2 points for Scale, 1 point for Starter. Hit 200 points and you qualify for the leaderboard. This competition runs for all of Q4 all the way through December 31st, with weekly leaderboard updates coming out in our SOS newsletter. If you are competitive as a partner, this is your moment to see if you are the best seller and can achieve the goal of Partner of the Quarter. Get your deals in, activate those seats, and start climbing. Everything you need, the leaderboard, the rules, and the registration link is included in this post. Go register now, and let's see who's headed.
Indy, over here, man. Just use Supered. You don't need to look for the Holy Grail anymore. Supered is the Holy Grail for sales teams. Let's make the invisible visible.
I'm afraid you've made a really rather bad enemy of the Wicked Witch of the West, my dear. The sooner you get out of sales altogether, the safer you'll sleep.
Lord, I'd give anything to get out of sales altogether, but I really need the money right now. Can you just help me follow the sales process? I can't ever remember what the I'm doing.
Oh no, that's not true. The only one who would know would be the great and wonderful Wizard of Ops.
What Wizard of Ops? You mean Kevin? Is he good or is he an asshole?
Oh, very good, but very mysterious. And he lives in the CRM, which, obviously, did you bring your sales documentation with you?
No, I can't find it. That's the problem.
I guess you'll have to go step by step through the entire process. And remember, don't let those pink lightning bolts out of your sight for one moment, or you'll be at the mercy of your sales manager and Kevin.
But how do I start in the CRM?
It's always best to start at the beginning. You just need to follow the pink brick road. Follow the pink brick road. Follow the pink brick road.
But what happens if I...
Follow the pink brick road, and you're off to see the wizard.
My, oh my. I really need to tone it down on the CBD gummies. Jesus Christ. Follow the pink brick road. Follow the pink brick road. Follow the pink brick road. Superdy dooperdy dooperdy doop. Beep 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 beep.
And as a result, our quarterly earnings are down 14%.
You know, updates like this used to really stress me out.
That was until I started not giving a Not giving a targets the areas of the brain that cause stress, anxiety, and the motivation to grow a business that you have no emotional attachment to.
If you find yourself getting stressed about things that you have little to no control over, why not speak to your colleagues about whether not giving a is right for you?
Not giving a may affect your relationship, social life, concentration, and employment status.
Try not giving a because if you gave a you probably wouldn't have got to the end of this commercial.
I don't want a pony.
Rep-On. Apply directly to your sales team. Rep-On. Apply directly to your sales team. Rep-On. Apply directly to your sales team. Rep-On. Apply directly to your sales team so they follow your sales process. Keep your reps on task and on platform with Rep-On.
Come on in. We got B2B Cribs today. I thought I had a better line, but I don't. I'm Rob. I work for Supered. We got all kinds of stuff. This is where the magic happens with the Pokeballs. Love Pokeballs around this family. Oh, by the way, right here, this is where the magic happens. Have taken many a good dad nap in this recliner. Actually, that's dangerous. I'll probably fall asleep. One more thing. Living room. This is where the magic happens. Play a song later. Let's take the tour. Oh, by the way, very proud. This is where our cat eats. Got a picture of herself, you know, because why not? Kitchen. You already know. This is where the food magic happens. Oh, this is our sales force. My wife is a great cook. We've got Buddy. He doesn't talk much whenever you make him. Here's the no button. Maybe I pushed this earlier on accident. It's the no talk button. You know, they say sometimes I scratch my back, you scratch yours. I scratch my own damn back. Most people know I'm a bit of a rapper, which is not something I like to brag about, but all the magic happens in this studio, aka Megan's Closet. That's right, some of your favorite hits like RevOps Baby, Rip Out SFDC, The Stand Sales Chronicles, right there in a freaking closet. Now that we've done the tour, I actually feel pretty bad because my shit is everywhere. Nope, not including that. Yep, this is the old Studiotron 3000. The wife hates it because this was a dining room. Got the Supered logo, very awesome. If you're a fan of BSCN, this, ladies and gentlemen, this is where the magic happens.
Where the magic happens.
I like this because it doesn't matter where, and with some video editing magic, let's set this up. Where am I now? I'm in a jungle. Oh, tigers. Whoa. And if you snap, where am I now?
Ooh, I'm on the Arctic tundra. I'm on a glacier. Ooh, it's cold.
This is just green screen effect. Obviously got the wigs. Wore this one recently when I got to sing with Nick Lachey for Guru. Shout out to my boy Jay Schwedelson. Let's not talk about that one. All right, let's go on to the next. Got a little bit of a cold plunge. 10-foot pool, yeah. Gonna put my yacht right there one day. Little bonus. Rob, where does all the revenue come from? Well, number one, my cat's name is Revenue. And two, this is her office. Got some keys, got some games. She doesn't do a whole lot. Like I said, you gotta wear a lot of hats in marketing. Got a lot of hats. Giddy up, cowboy. Thanks for coming and taking the tour of La Casa de la Jones, where the magic happens. Oh, if you need anything, content or otherwise, or to check out Super, here's my card. Actually, no, it's not. I've got a real card. And this is where the magic happens. Out of my house.
BSTN.
Oh. Thanks for watching BSTN. I'm Barry Cran. See you next week on SAS Center. We'll see you next week.
BSTN.
Woo! We back, baby. We back. What is up, everybody? I'm here with Chris Speed, the wrestler. And as always, joined by Mr. Bo Lowe. What are we talking about today, Mr. Rizzler?
We are talking about a variety of topics, engagement, sales conferences, luxury brands, potentially, stuff like that. Should be fun.
Perfect. I thought earlier you had made a comment how 40-year-old plus women love you.
This is true.
Okay. We will not debate that here. Let's get right on into it. Are sales conferences overpriced? So let's get into this. Slush 2025, HubSpot, Inbound, Dreamforce, and dozens of other sales conferences are happening right in November. Well, those actually happened before. We'll pretend like our producer didn't get those dates wrong. But the point is, they cost a lot of money, with ticket prices ranging as individuals from $495 up to $4,000. And organizers promise you're going to get world-class insights and actionable strategies and game-changing connections. But with free webinars, podcasts, and shows like BSTN, are in-person events actually worth it, or just expensive selfie opportunities? What do you think, Mr. Rizzler?
I think that they are expensive selfie opportunities, but the expense is worth the cost and time. Like Inbound, I'll use Inbound as an example because I've been the most. I don't ever go to sessions, and I haven't gone to one in 5 years, but I do go to hang out with people at the Westin Bar, and I get deals closed and new partnerships made and stuff like that. And so the session content, iffy, but the networking aspect with people that you get to see once a year, fantastic.
$4,000 to watch a PowerPoint, or $4,000 you're saying to like meet people. I think it's just they're a waste of time. And no one's going to agree with me, but I like to, if you're going to prospect into it and you're sponsoring, they can be epic, useful times to talk to everybody who likes to spend money to waste time. Often these sales conferences are much more likely to be just, they're just company vacations. Like, people go there and they have fun. They don't go to the webinars and they have fun and drink all night. But the thing is, if you are there to sell them things, it's actually a pretty good fishing hole. So I would say, as an attendee, I would not go to them. I would much rather go to more private events that are smaller and local. But if I'm going there as someone sponsoring, and and a lot of people are just having fun, it's a very useful and well spent dollars. And it's not $4,000. That's sometimes $50, $100 plus $1,000.
I'll say, devil's advocate, the only time you ever go to a session is if Super's doing it.
Yes, there are very few things to go to, but if you're gonna go out, you need some people that are tactical and like to have fun. Let's go next one.
All right, Next one, LinkedIn engagement pods. Is this cheating or is this strategy? LinkedIn growth guides, as of this month, have emphasized strategic engagement, authority stacking, community building, stuff like that. But the thing that's happening is everyone's kind of artificially boosting each other's posts. So adding comments, they're running rampant, stuff like that. Some argue it's smart networking. Others say it's fake vanity metrics. Is gaming LinkedIn's algorithm savvy, or is it just lying?
I'll say this is someone who's never gamed the system. I'm losing.
You're losing.
Yeah, I have been posting essentially 365 times a day for the last 4 years, and I have about 24,000 followers. That's not a whole lot for spending 4 years of my life on this platform. And part of that is because I've chosen to not debase myself by doing these LinkedIn pods. And I look back and I'm like, man, I wish I had 60,000. I wish I had 100,000. All these gurus, it's the same regurgitated crap often from hype lords or from your sales gurus that haven't sold a deal in a very long time. All of them have got engagement pods and are winning. So did I choose wrong to retain my integrity? Yes, I think I chose wrong. I should have done LinkedIn pod. I think the days of LinkedIn pods are over. I don't think they work anymore. But there was a time and a place and they did, and I missed it, and I made the wrong decision. The pods are very savvy, hack marketing, growth hack marketing. I missed it.
I agree with you. I think there's an argument to be made for pods being too superficial now, because I think that there was a wave of the engagement pods happening that grew a big following for influencers. And now I think it's kind of dying in the sense of people recognize when it's the same comments, same likes, same reshares over and over again. And I would argue as well, even the LinkedIn algorithm is starting to recognize it, and it's suppressing those types of activities. And so LinkedIn engagement pods, I think it's in the middle of a shift right now with how the algorithm is changing. As example, I think that I am part of a pod in the HubSpot ecosystem to a certain degree, not officially. I don't have any allegiance to anyone, but I do love engagement. So like and comment on my posts.
Yeah, it's a bunch of. So yesterday I did a really good post in Crispy. We had essentially a company pod where we put he did not like my post. So he's clear. He is talking with integrity. He doesn't even like his own company's post. So it's clear.
Accurate.
Clear what you believe. Thank you.
No allegiance.
Received. Okay. Is selling on value overpriced only works for luxury brands? This is interesting. Every sales training program in 2025. That's not true. Not every, but many. You'll hear this over and over again. Sell on value, not on price. But when buyers have budget constraints, cheaper competitors, and even economic uncertainty today, value-based selling feels scary, even sometimes wishful thinking. Is selling on value a real strategy, or just what expensive vendors tell themselves to make them feel better? What do you think?
I think it depends on what you're selling a little bit, because this references like luxury brands somewhat. If you're selling time as a service, I think you can do value over time as a price point, in the sense of what's the value of my time spent to you, not what's the quantified time times an hourly rate directly. I think that more service providers need to subscribe to that methodology. You can measure time, but ultimately not dictate the value of that time in that format to your customer. Whereas if you're selling a good, I don't think that it makes sense in this use case. There is obviously some level of value-based pricing. It's how you determine how it sits with your market, but it's not always. And let me give a more concise answer. Do I believe in selling on value over price? Yes, in a time-based environment is my answer.
Received. You're wrong. Watches? You can get them for $5, or you can get them for thousands of dollars. Not anything to do with time. Straight done. It's just magician tricks. Literally the same product can be sold for more if you have a brand and if you can sell on value. If you put a Nike logo on a shirt, it suddenly increased price by $30. That's called value-based selling. It can be done for consumer goods. It can be done for B2B goods. It's even easier with B2B goods. And if all this is described to me is piss poor, like people who complain about value-based selling just don't know how to do value-based selling. You must frame it, you must name it, and you must claim it. Frame it, you say, here's the problem I'm solving. Naming it means you give it a name, call it a methodology, call it something, and then claiming it is you have a guarantee and you say something happens. So for Super, we need, like companies need and will always sell higher if they are executing a framework that they have created and their product helps execute. Clay has done a fantastic job of creating go-to-market engineers and go-to-market. You hate it, but like go-to-market as an idea, signal-based, and putting frameworks, activating against it, and selling a premium product, even though their competitors sell the same thing at a lower price.
Yeah, I think that there's an argument where value-based selling is subjective based upon the authority of the brand as well. Because in the Nike use case, Nike didn't start out as selling $90 T-shirts in the beginning. Slapping a logo back in 1991 on a shirt for Nike did nothing for them. Slapping a logo on a shirt now makes it $90.
No, it did. I disagree. Is if you slap a logo on something and immediately now someone might not think it exists yet, but you can't lower yourself to it. It's like value is value. And they did sell for they did sell for higher prices at that point. Like you can't be a price-based brand and then go up to luxury. You can be a luxury-based brand and come down. It doesn't work the other way around.
I disagree with you. I would argue Target, because my wife used to buy a lot of clothes at Target and stuff like that. Target has gone on this journey from being affordable brand of, buying in store department to now like on the more not luxury side but higher end side because they've seen the demand.
They have lower end brands that I buy from and I get cheap stuff from them. So I get luxury like things. They are luxury light. They've always been that way. Walmart.
Real quick, what part of value is about the product or service versus the brand name itself? Thank you.
Look, I just like a ubiquitous point that is true is companies have to determine whether they're going to be. There's 3 different ways you can run a business, especially service businesses. You're going to win on price, which is where you're doing product. You're going to win on. And you're going to productize it, make it really cheap, and do margins. You're going to win on customer service, which is going to be really high. You give white gloves. You give white glove services to people, and the middle rung is you're going to be time based, and you're just going to do time. And so you have to pick what you're going to be. You're going to be a productized services that does a product. Are you going to be in the middle? You're going to sell time, or are you going to be a custom white glove service that is able to win on luxury? And you just have to pick what you're going to be.
Yeah, that was a really long way to not answer Rob's question.
I just didn't like the question. Like the reality is, like value-based selling is just a strategy you use to win, and it exists. It's
Rob. I will answer your question. I believe it's more part of. Is that a timer to not answer the question?
There's a cuckoo clock.
So it's not a timer. I can answer your question.
Yes,
it is a timer, and y'all's answers were cuckoo. Moving on.
Where are we? Okay. Next one. Demo first sales is killing discovery. So in 2025, buyers want to see the product immediately. They say, just show me the tool. But sales methodologies emphasize discovery, right? Understand pain before you pitch. Some reps skip discovery entirely to avoid friction in the sales cycle. Others refuse demos until they are qualified. Is demo first selling responsive to buyer preferences, or is it lazy selling?
I did a 2-call close with Super last week, where I met with them, and then the next call we closed, and I did 0 discovery. The way buyers have the change is they can self-educate before they ever get to you. And so if you think like they will understand the problem set, they're coming to you at this point. And if you can't teach them one thing they don't already know, you're going to lose. So rather than optimizing for, hey, let me make sure you're a good fit. Like if they're coming to your website, they're likely in some way a good fit. You need to optimize for what are you going to teach them through your demo, which is not a demo. It should be a communication of your point of view, how you see the world, and why your product solves that specific problem set better than anyone else with a learning. And if you do that, you win. If you don't, you ask them 20 questions, they'll leave, they'll ghost you because it's a waste of their freaking time. Don't do it. Give them value in the first conversation, period.
So don't do discovery.
You should confirm the right in about 2 questions. You do not need to do discovery. I do discovery post demo and point of view.
So do not lead with demos.
Do not lead with discovery. Correct.
Okay, so demo first sales is killing discovery. Yeah, I think there's an argument to be made of
Demo first sales is not killing discovery. Discovery is not needed as buyer's journey has changed and the way they educate has changed. They are the most informed buyers that we have. And if you're doing discovery, you're treating them poorly. It's a bad experience. Our job is to give them experiences and to help them as guides in the buyer experience. Discovery first is a bad guide.
I'm okay. This sounds foo-foo, but we'll dive in nonetheless. So does that mean that you think buyers are qualifying themselves ahead of time through their own research and due diligence before they get into a meeting with you?
I don't think that. I know that. That's what study after study has shows today. Non-linear buyer journeys where people self-educate before they get to you. That's why you surround them. That's why we're on this podcast. That's why we have BSTN. It is you control people before they need the problem. So when they have it, they come to you. This is why discovery first and discovery heavy sales processes are becoming obsolete. Like that is not the best way to sell a product today. I think it's very useful for a service company, perhaps, like you're asking, but it's not as useful for a product company.
I agree. I agree with that. I think there's an argument to be made, especially in big SaaS models, these big companies like HubSpot, especially, where they do this crazy round of discovery when I was a partner, and it slowed down the sales process massively. I think there's arguments to be made where it actually helps qualify and speed up the sales cycle by not wasting time in areas that you would dive into if you had not done discovery initially in the world of big tech. Is that your experience?
It's just like if you have a product, a seller should know the person that's on the call better than themselves. And so as you're communicating the point of view, you're talking about their pains and just emoting with them. You don't necessarily have to ask discovery, and you say, hey, does that resonate with you? It's just a switch in how we do sales calls today because the buyer journey has changed.
Oh, okay. So you're advocating proactive discovery of knowing your customers' pain points before you, instead of asking them directly, saying,
I advocate becoming the person you're selling to, and you must give them insight. You must know them better than they know themselves. And that's what makes a good rep, always and always has been, is you know them, you know their vernacular better, you know what they're thinking about, and you help them guide. They're coming to you. You must be an expert. Okay. Anyway, we spent enough time on this. I think if you don't agree with me, really go challenge your sales, and then we can talk next. Okay, I'm gonna go to debate this next one. This is startup founders should bootstrap, not chase VC funding. Let's see if we agree with this. November 2025, reports show that food tech startups following Y Combinator's Stay Lean advice are thriving by bootstrapping with minimal capital. Meanwhile, other founders are raising 10 million plus seed rounds, including a lot of AI, and burning through cash because you have to. Is bootstrapping the path to sustainable growth or a slow death? What do you think?
This is a hard question to answer. I prefer bootstrap personally because I'm a sweat equity person. I think that going the VC route is selling your soul a little bit and doing things the easy way to a certain degree. It is hard, probably harder if I had to guess, because you don't have the same resources and money as a cushion. So I prefer the bootstrap lane because you will learn more and force yourself into discomfort and therefore become a much better entrepreneur on the other side.
If I was talking to a founder and I have bootstrapped essentially 2 companies to 7 figures in revenue, would I take VC or would I do bootstrap? And I think people need to hear is all capital is not created equal, and there's a reason capital exists. And a VC is very specific, only exists if you're going to get to $100 million. And if your end state is, hey, this is my last hurrah, most startups fail. If you're like, hey, I'm going to win big or I'm not going to do anything at all, VC is a very useful, very effective playbook where I'm going to go big. Now, most people don't make it, just like most everybody almost doesn't make it. Bootstrap doesn't make it. VC doesn't make it. Most people just don't make it. So to say VC or bootstrap, that's just a false argument made by made by people trying to promote their own voices. The question is, what's your outcome? What do you want to be? And use the capital and use the mechanisms that will help you get the outcomes you would like as a founder. If you want to, period. And there's risk and pros with each of them. They're not one is better than the other. They're just made different. Woo! I know, man. We're killing it over here. Okay, Mr. Rizzler, let's do one more.
Okay, sales enablement budgets are wasted on tools that do not drive revenue. In November 2025, sales enablement platforms like HighSpot and Seismic are everywhere, but quota attainment is flat. Companies spend millions on training platforms, content management systems, coaching tools, LMS, stuff like that. Yet only 28% of those reps hit quota. Are enablement budgets solving the wrong problems, or are companies just bad at implementation?
There's only one opinion we can have on this show, so this is helpful. This is like the useful. This is what we still against this. Enablement 1.0, or enablement with this idea of I need to give people the content and teach them before they do something. Enablement 1.0 was built for sales rooms that no longer exist. These where you had bullpens or mosh pits with salespeople, and you could literally hear your best sales rep, and then or your sales manager could tap you on the shoulder and teach you something. Well, they were built in that context, and when the context switched, specifically was dismantled in COVID, and we went to work from home locations. The way we learn, the way we train, fundamentally switched, and there's this giant gap. And we've spent money, 4x, it actually quadrupled from 2018 to 2025. It's quadrupled, yet quota attainment's down. And that is, we have given people more content, hoping they're going to do it. And the gap is, how the heck do you control and how the heck do you make somebody do something when no one's watching? No one's in the room with them. That's what we must solve for. So all this sales training that's trying to change behavior through giving them more knowledge, you can't learn your way to doing. You must do your way to doing. And so we need a different way. What the gap is, this is what Supered solves, right? You must change people's behavior through measuring. So I like to say you need a sales checker. You need a spell checker for the sales process that can teach people while they do in the moment, in real time, and change behavior and give you visibility on whether they're following or not. If you don't do that, it's just everything fails. So yes, I'm a big believer that sales enablement is a waste of spend. Don't do it if you care about winning.
I agree, because I can't disagree. And I'll give an example. I was thinking about Supered as I was in the shower, as I usually do, because Supered runs my life. And I was thinking about like ex-athlete days where people talk about when you watch film to watch games or opposition competitors, stuff like that. Film was never impactful to watch to improve my own performance or teach me how to do the right things. The thing that was impactful is going out to the pitch and training and repetitively doing the same thing perfectly to make sure that when the time comes, I will do it perfectly every single time. And so I think about that correlation a lot, where it's the solution to getting people to do the right things is not putting them in a room and watching a video. It's go and do the right things in the environment where you're supposed to do it repetitively, so it becomes behavior.
Yeah, optimized for the behavior. Watching training video is helpful, but it's only helpful if you are training on the pitch more often. And if you take one without the other, you don't get it. So in the moment feedback is better than after the fact feedback. That's the whole point. Okay, Crispy, the Rizzler. That was it for today. I appreciate all the time. If y'all have any questions you would like to get bowload or rizzled, send them in. We're always looking for stuff. We will start collecting them and give you a shout out in the call. Maybe you'll even get interviewed. Thank you, everybody. Stay awesome. Keep doing it big.
Real quick, very few errors today, but you did say that you posted 365 times per day for the last 4 years. 300, you meant every day. You don't post 365 times a day. We can watch the tape back, speaking of watching tape. But yeah, I didn't mean to interrupt your outro there. Good job, guys.
I love it. In the moment correction would have been better. Thank you. Adios, everybody.